Hello and welcome YouTubers. This is
Hi.
hello Sarah. This is a special episode. We're going to check out my fusion reactor in a minute. But first things first, this is going to be probably a bit of a long episode, maybe.
Better
The
not be
episode
too long, mister.
No. The episode I recorded earlier, I was making obsidian armor and making a cargo rocket, and then the server just crashed. And in the half hour I've had in between this recording and the previous recording, I have fixed the server crashing, I believe. Saying that
Yay.
right. Yeah, I just removed a few mods that I believe were causing quite a bit of lag. Yeah, I've removed 6 mods in total. Now first of all, I'm going to show you how to make obsidian armor, and you'll just doubt me on my. First things first,
Yeah, I'm checking out my handiwork, mister.
yeah, you used to need an enrichment chamber, metallurgical fuse, osmium compressor, and crusher. I think the enrichment chamber or the crusher was for crushing the obsidian into obsidian dust. I think it's the enrichment chamber. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now, in this version, we need to use the rock crusher, which I've actually already taken the obsidian out of. This will make, if you put obsidian in, it'll make crushed obsidian and a fairly high chance, not every time though, of making crushed obsidian, I think. Obsidian dust, that's the one. And then the crushed obsidian will always make 2 obsidian dust. Now,
Where are you?
I'm in the workshop. And then the next step, once you've got
What, the big white shop?
yeah,
Near my wooden house?
mm.
Where
Also,
are you in there? I'm in there, I can't
yeah,
see you.
the other step, you need to put diamonds into the crusher, and that will make diamond dust. And then in the metallurgical fuse, you put your diamond dust. Now, some people can make a mistake on this. The bar to the left is where your dust is. The
Ooh.
blue box just besides that is where you put your dusts, or I think redstone, coal, and diamonds go in there. But if you've already got something in the bar, just click dump, dump it. Otherwise, you put the stuff in and it just won't work if
Hey,
there's already
Wesley,
something there.
guess what?
What?
I'm behind you.
Okay. And you put your stuff you want to process, in this example, obsidian in the red box, and that will turn into refined obsidian dust. Also, there are speed upgrades and another upgrade, I think, for
I'm
power
being
energy,
very...
because they can be quite slow, but if you put all the speed upgrades in there, 8 of them, it'll make a stack of refined obsidian dust within about a minute. And then the final step is to simply put it in the osmium compressor with some osmium, and that will, again, I've put some speed upgrades in here, so it's, as you can see, it's making like 1 obsidian ingot per second. Now, if we go to the craft project bench, and it's the same as making armor, it's relatively simple. It's the same recipe, and if I actually, you know how to make armor, don't you, Sarah?
I'm just trying to get into my house at the moment, but yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you come over and use the obsidian ignates to make yourself some armor.
Um,
Again, I'm in creative, my bad. I was actually in creative all last episode. And
I've got some news for you.
what?
So am I.
Oh,
And
I'm
I'm not
actually,
changing. oh
I'm
well,
actually,
sorry.
I'm actually gonna cheat some food in, because I did have some food last time.
I've got food.
It's fine. I've
No,
already
look,
got.
look, it's in my hand, look.
Oh, haha, rotten flesh. Yeah, people might have just seen that I had power armor. Yeah, I'm not using it at the moment. Um,
Oops. I was in creative mode and I set it to creative mode. My bad.
yeah. Also, making rockets is completely different now. You get ignits and you need to compress them in electric compress, either a compressor which uses coal.
Can you pass me some of your food, please? Because I've got none on me. All my food is in space.
Okay, there we go.
I can't get it.
It's on the stairs. But electric compressors are better because it does twice the amount. Circuit fabricator, and I've got loads of machines. I won't go into it. I'll go into it at some later point. Yeah, I'm going to go show everyone the reactor now. So if you will make your obsidian armor, I'm gonna go.
I don't know where any of that stuff is.
The obsidian ignits are in one of the project benches. I think it should have a purple chest plate floating above it.
Well, you already got a chest plate.
Why is this not working? Do I have to go?
Panties.
Oh, I need the new launch controller. I'm going to cheat one of the things. I've already made it. Did I just...
How do you do the boots again?
2 on each side. Okay, frequency, I want set to 1, frequency 2, launch 1 count as full, able,
Right, I made the obsidian armor.
and there we go. A rocket is away.
Wait, you going up to space?
Yep, I think I need to TP you up actually.
Hold it, I'm getting all this. Wait, the armor that I just made was for me, right?
Yep.
Good.
I just realised I haven't got any oxygen gear.
Nor do I, so do not TP me, please.
Sorry people that were cheating so much. Hello. And again, people cheat all the time. It's no biggie. We had the stuff before the reset.
Bastard. Oh, excuse my language, but the door's shut on me then.
Oh, there we go.
I don't want to go up to space.
Oh, okay.
I have no oxygen stuff, so I am not going to space.
Just spawn it in.
I can't, I'm in survival.
Oh, GMC yourself.
No, I'm not going to cheat. I keep guard on the base on the ground.
Okay.
Just bring me back a slice of cake. There should be some cake in my chest.
Okay.
In my room on the space. Don't matter which flavour. I would just like a bit of cake.
Yeah.
I'm scared though, 'cause it's gone night time. I've got no weapons. I'm petrified.
Okay, now let's go pick up our cargo. And if you cheat in yourself some oxygen gear and TP to me, then we can show people what we're up to.
Right, people, I will feel really bad for this. Please don't be mad at me.
Hey, it's worked. Wasn't expecting it to work. Unload items. and it is working. Now, first things. It should be working. I'm not that bothered. Now, I'm not sure if the fusion reactor's burnt out yet, because I remember switching it on earlier. And yes, as I said to people last episode, that it lagged like mad in the central hub, which it is doing, so it's probably still on. But oh well. I'm not going to come down into a fusion reactor just yet. I'll show people the system. First of all, we've got this ME system.
Where do I put the stuff?
If you press E in survival,
Yeah.
there should be bugger. There should be a couple of icons in the background, possibly. It seems not enough custom NPCs is overlapping it a bit, but there should be another icon. 2 squares in the background.
No, there's just the crafting squares.
Yeah, I know. Tell you what, just for now till we get this fixed, just hop into creative mode and TP to me. I'm sure people won't mind.
I'm really sorry, people. Please don't be mad at me.
It's a bug with the GUI infantry.
TTP me, because I'm going to sound like a right noob, but I can't remember which way round it is.
There we go. Now, as I was saying, the ME system is in the central hub, the main bit, the controller. Here we have a ginormous crafting computer. Can't remember the actual name of it.
Oh, I'm a bit laggy.
If you notice, there's blue, bits of blue everywhere. Now, oxygen bubbles. I've outfitted this room with oxygen. As you can see here in the floor, these are the oxygen bubble distributors. Now, this is step number 1 in here, the crafting computer. The crafting computer will craft stuff, i.e. or e.g., I can't remember which way round it goes. Cells, which is, in this version, it's 1 glass in the middle of the crafting table and 4 glass, 1 above, 1 below, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. That'll craft 16 empty cells from the Atomic Science mod. And that will go back into the ME system and crafted, and then the empty cells will come back out here into these chemical extractors. There used to be deuterium extractors, I think, but now the chemical extractors that do the job. As long as you pump water and power and empty cells into these, they will produce deuterium. Also, they use for some other things, but I can't remember. And then once it's put deuterium into an empty cell and create a deuterium cell, it will be pumped back into the ME system. That's the first steps. Yes.
Where's bedrooms?
I think up here. Yep. Where the giant crafting computer is. Just up there. There's oxygen in them now, so you won't suffocate in your sleep. Now.
Oh, that means because I got some walls earlier and they spawned up here. One of them died.
Yeah.
Frederick died.
And then, of course, the deuterium cells will be pumped back into the meat system.
Well,
And now, this is where it gets cliff, because anyone can set up something like that.
oh.
And here we go.
Oh no.
What?
My chest is gone.
Oh yeah, mod
That means-
pack change.
That means everything. My cakes. Top my cakes. My
Mhm.
handcrafted cakes.
Right, did I? Oh.
Go in your room and cry. Oh, it's okay. You've got no chest either.
Mhm. I wonder why the reactor's still on. I swear I turned it off earlier by breaking these ME cables. But anyway, yeah, these are the ME cables that are tied into the reactor, which are now off to try and stop the lag. And yeah, but as people can see, all these redstone energy cells are fully charged, I believe. And this reactor's only been running for probably not even an hour. And these are the highest level energy cells in the mod pack. They'd store a load of energy
I'm
compared
really
to the old
lagging.
ones, old best ones. Yeah, that's because the reactor's on, I think, if you're in the central hub.
I'm in the bedroom area.
Also, another thing I've done is because there's
I can't find my way out.
I think it's red power in this, or redstone in motion, or something.
God, I don't want to jump into outer space.
These act like redstone, these cables, red alloy wires, I think they're called, and yeah, they defy gravity, which is cool. They're attached to any block, at any direction. So
Oh,
I've managed to hook up all the lights in here, although whenever I go to turn them off or turn them on, you get like 2 seconds of just 0 FPS. Now this is the reactor.
I can't bloody find my way to the central hub.
Ah, and at the moment I've only done it so it's a 9-core reactor, but this reactor housing can contain 25 of the 25 cores. But all the turbines were dropping my FPS in this area quite a bit. Now, if I can get up, they're all connected by redstone edge conduits. All the fusion reactors, which people can see down here. Whoa, I did not realise there's that much deuterium in that reactor. Before that, I think the maximum they could go to is 64. There's 9. That can't be right. Oh, that's litres. I don't know if that means there's 9,000 deuterium cells in there or not. Or
You
just
might-
900.
You might want to wrap it up soon, 'cause you said about 20 minutes long,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's 18 minutes already.
This fusion reactor's going to be running for God knows how long. Probably another at least an hour.
Here's a
probably
little
more.
science thing.
As people can see in there, the plasma.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I don't believe the Americans were the first ones on the moon. I reckon they filmed it, lied about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculation with that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
believe the speculation.
Yeah.
Until they could fully prove it otherwise, I should believe they faked it.
Well, I think what I heard was they were actually the first people on the moon. They just didn't actually get to the moon when they said they did. The whole moon landed because the Russians had already sent a unmanned probe to the moon, and of course this is a space race, and the Americans really wanted to beat the Russians, and they knew they wouldn't be able. I think this is what I've been told. They knew they wouldn't legitly be able to beat them for first man on the moon because the Russians were really close. They'd I think sent a dog, some monkeys, loads of different things into space, and an
Did the
unmanned
animals
probe to
come
the
back
moon.
okay?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, good.
But yeah, and the Americans apparently had staged their moon landing in, is it 1968 or 1969? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Something like that. Oh,
Yeah,
Family Guy took a mickey out of that.
yeah. And so, yeah, what I've heard is they faked the first one, but they still were the first people up there. But if they wouldn't have faked it, they wouldn't have been the first people up there because the
Yeah.
Russians would beat them. It's only because they said, "Oh, hey, we got to move first." The Russians thought there's not much point now because we won't be the first. We'll only be the first Russians, not the first people in the world. The Americans beat them to that, but yeah, it is. I mean, I suppose you can argue that point to the death, like what actually happened, but
Well,
you won't ever know. I mean, what's it? Yeah, the Family Guy thing, wasn't it? Neil Armstrong was coming out of
the theatre.
out of Universal Studios, wasn't he? They
Yeah,
had
so
this
come
like
on, say,
little
hey,
set in
were
there.
Are you meant to be on the moon? He knocks a person out and puts him in the boot of the car.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Anyway, so this has been the Reactor special. Probably not
Hey,
as special
hang on,
as
wait. Hi.
hello. Probably not
How
as
you doing?
special as most people think.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
That's good. Do I sound like a psychopath?
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? I'm just gonna stare at you awkwardly. Where the bloody hell you gone now?
In here, I'll just show this off quickly. We're branching out. We are branching out the space station to the science wing, and at the moment it's just an empty reception. But I will be working on it some
When
more.
you look on the mini-map, what's all those like cloudy things around the space?
I have no idea. Honestly, I just don't know.
Maybe it's aliens come to investigate.
I don't know. Anyway, so I hope everyone has enjoyed this episode, enjoyed watching this episode as much as I've enjoyed making it,
And me?
and Sarah. And
Oh,
yeah,
no.
of course, about our space chat, if you want to get involved, leave a comment. Just keep the swearing to a minimum if you are a true American patriot and think, oh, America's the best.
Well, I'm
No,
half
No,
American.
yeah. No offence to Americans. I mean, I don't want the American fleet to come to Britain where I live and just shoot me up. But I will say this openly on YouTube. I do not believe America should be their own country. Canada does a better job at being their own country than America does.
Alright. I must say, I know I should be on America's side about them actually being first in space. But, you know, there's not really any hard evidence.
Anyway, I'm going to
No
wrap it
offense,
up.
Americans.
Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up here, and next time we will be doing some other gibberish.
Hey.
I can guarantee this for certain. Next time we will be talking even more gibberish, most likely. But other than that, I have no idea what we'll be working on. Yes?
Guess what?
What?
Bye. I'm
But-
psycho girl. No,
Okay.
I'm Wolf Girl something on this Minecraft thing.
Okay. See ya.
Bye.